What is up, guys? And Mike here, 31 here, bringing you a game of Madden 25 PS4. This is online league play. My season opener in the 2-minute warning online league. Taking the Houston Texans up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know what happened to the fourth quarter. So you only have a partial game here, so I figured I would use this game as kind of a impressions video as far as how I feel about how the game feels, how it plays, all of that good stuff. Now, I'm not someone who does a whole heck of a lot of critique videos. I'm not going to bore you guys with the same repetitive replays after replay after replay after replay and talking about the same thing over and over and over again. I just find it deathly boring. Yes, everyone wants the game to play as clean and as tight as possible. However, at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's not real life, and video game things are going to happen because, again, it's not real life. If you're someone who can't come to grips with that, then I really don't know what to tell you. But as far as, look at Maurice Jones-Drew do work, but as far as the game as a whole, on the PS4, I'm not sure how someone who has played the PS3 version and the PS4 version could come away with the feeling that there isn't a noticeable improvement. I find the PS3 version, after fiddling around with this for the past couple of weeks, I find the PS3 version unplayable. As a matter of fact, I've pretty much packed it in and retired from the PS3 version. I can barely keep going with NCAA. That in and of itself is a very good sign. The player movements and just the mechanics of the game are much, much better. A couple of easily noticeable things are the reaction times in zone coverage with your defenders. Zone coverage defenders are much more aggressive in squeezing down on shallow routes and doing a better job of making yard after catch more challenging on those shallow routes. Slants, quick hitting slants, shallow crosses, and shallow in-breaking routes. You're a lot less likely to get large chunks of yardage on those plays, as defenders show signs of recognizing the route combinations a lot better. Now, of course, in a case like this, where you have something dialed up nicely against a particular defense, you'll get rewarded for it. But it's a lot more difficult to negotiate. You'll really get a receiver knocked around and paying the price to make those catches over the middle. Still has some work to do in off-man coverage. It's improved from the PS3 version, but not quite to where I would like it to be. In the PS3 version, off-man coverage was virtually unplayable without adjustments made to the stock plays. Very difficult to play man 0, and in most cases man 1 in the PS3 version without pressing your entire secondary up, which isn't always the most ideal, scenario. It makes it very, very risky to play those types of defenses. In this version, you can negotiate that a little bit more. There's not as many false steps or wasted transition animations that create separation in situations where there shouldn't be in off-man coverage. But at the same time, it still needs some improvement, because what will happen is, in off-man coverage, especially if you use coverage shading, the corner has a tendency to almost come at a complete stop, and that results in guys getting behind you deep in situations where it doesn't really make much sense. Like in a league game I played just recently, I had a good 10-yard cushion on Vincent Jackson, who's not the fastest receiver in the league, and I had my corner shaded in because I was in a man zero blitz and I wanted to protect the middle of the field. And Vincent Jackson got behind him by over 5 yards. Luckily, the ball got overthrown, but the reason why he got the separation is because my corner dang near comes to a stop when he's trying to get that inside position. So that still needs to be improved upon. It's better. It's to the point where you can, actually play it and not have a heart attack and make a million adjustments to stock man one and man zero plays, but still got to remove those false steps. Pass rush is much better. The pass blocking, you'll see the double team pass blocking pretty consistently. Haven't seen too many occasions where it just completely borks out. It seems to be done pretty logically. Overall, just really plays very nice. Running game, less of that zigzag effect. I really like the way it feels. And, that bodes well now that we don't have the resources being split between two console versions. So this game is getting ready to come to an end with the footage I have. Again, I don't know what the heck happened to the fourth quarter, but I'm doing pretty well here, getting into a nice little offensive rhythm. Got Kirk Cousins looking nice, but I got greedy there. I should have hit the shallow out, but I got greedy and forced that. But I go on to win this game. I knocked Alex Smith out of the game a little while ago, and his back was struggling pretty hard, so you'll be seeing more league footage from this league and using the Houston Texans, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.